In this video, I'm reviewing the Glow Disc Golf Set by Divergent Discs. I have a fairway driver, a mid-range, and a putter. I'm gonna be throwing all three of these all on different angles, and we're gonna find out if this disc golf set is the right one for you. Welcome to the Flippy James Disc Golf channel. My name is James. If you like course reviews, disc reviews, and all around average of disc golf, then hit subscribe because you are in the right place. Today we have the Divergent Disc Kraken, Kapre, and the Nuno. According to the Divergent Disc website, they say you should look into their discs because they are easy to throw, they're simple, and they're affordable. They really focus on being a company for new and recreational players. Even in their testing program, they state that they don't want anyone in there that can throw over 350 feet. For the feel of the plastic, they do have great grip to them. They do kind of feel and sound affordable, but not so much so that I feel like they're just gonna flip over when I throw them or they're gonna break when I hit a tree. Something worth noting that really stood out to me was that it's a beginner set, but it's also in glow plastic, so I think that's really cool. Stick around to the end of the video to actually see the glow in action. My first set of discs, like I assume many of you watching, was the Innova starter pack. They were all DX plastic and around the 155 gram range. These are all in the upper 160s, and my assumption based on the way they feel is that they're not gonna beat in as fast as that DX plastic, and they're gonna last a little bit longer. I'm gonna start by throwing all three of these all on hyzer so you can see how they fly. Then I'll move to flat, and then I'll throw Anhyzer as well. For reference, the Nuno, the putter, is a 3-4 -1-1. The Kapre, the mid-range, is a 5-5 -1-1. And the fairway driver, the Kraken, is an 8-5 -1-2. We do have a bit of a headwind today, and if you're a newer player, you might not understand why that's important to note. But whenever there's a headwind, it makes the disc more understable. So if you're throwing with your right hand backhand, it's more likely to either turn over or stay flat depending on the disc. So keep that in mind when watching this video. Also, for distance reference, this basket behind me is 255 feet from the tee pad. First, you're gonna start off with the Nuno. Onto the mid-range. Also, if you're watching this and saying, he's not getting near the basket, let's be honest, nobody's saying that. You're probably saying, I can't see the disc because it's white and the clouds are white and I don't know how it's flying. It's noted to never review white discs again. I promise though, it gets better. There's really tall grass on the right side that's like up to here on me. I don't want to lose a disc in there. Onto the Kraken, the fairway driver. So the first throws I threw more on a spike hyzer angle, and the wind died down on the second one, so I kept them a bit lower. The mid-range, the mid-range is definitely more flippy than the other two. I could see the Kraken, the fairway driver, getting it to flip up to flat like the mid-range if I would have given it more. The putter feels really good to throw. I prefer it so far the most. As a beginner, I would suggest the Kapre to be the one that you throw the most and learn with, especially when you're first starting out. So let's throw them to flat. I'm gonna aim the Nuno, the putter, pretty straight at the basket, maybe a little bit to the left. Then when I throw the mid-range, I'm definitely gonna throw it flat to the left of the basket because I think it'll turn over. And then the driver, I'll throw it right at the basket. We do have the headwind back, so that did turn over some for me. So like I said, the mid-range definitely flippier than the putter being second, and then the driver, if you could see, it stayed really flat, really straight throw. I think it went past the basket, so that was a very easy throw to make with a fairway driver, especially with the headwind. I'm gonna run and grab those, and then we're gonna throw them on an Anhyzer angle. I am a bit nervous with the headwind and this tall grass to my right, so I'm going to throw them high on Anhyzer and way far to the left. I think it just might work out perfectly though. I like how it's glidey. It was on an angle, but it kind of stayed that way and didn't just like burn over. Kind of what I expect the mid-range to do. We'll see. I was wrong. That looked just like the putter, only maybe a little bit farther finish right. That was a really nice flight. That surprised me just a little bit. Way more stability than I gave it credit for originally. I do think you have to throw it that high though for it to catch up and then fade out. That went probably like 270. So if you're looking to get into disc golf, or you've been playing for a while but maybe with just a disc your buddy let you have and you're looking to get your own, I think this is a great place to start. I prefer the grip and the feel over this plastic versus a DX plastic, and from what I've heard, this isn't going to bend or warp as easy as DX plastic would. I'm just like juggling all the discs. I think this mid-range is going to fly far for a lot of newer players, especially with a lower arm speed, and I think the fairway driver is something that everybody can work into using and when they're playing, especially if there's a headwind, they're going to be able to throw that versus maybe the mid-range or the putter. Last night, this glow starter set on Divergent Discs website was 25 bucks. I think that's a great price to start out at. They also have an 8-disc starter pack with a carrying bag for 85 bucks, which I think the value there is huge. It would be my main recommendation if someone's wanting to have a lot of discs just because everybody else does. But if not, starting off with just these 3 and carrying them without a bag, that's what I did for the very first few months of playing with the end of a pack. Let me know in the comments if you throw any discs from Divergent Discs, and if you do, which one is your favorite? If this video helped making a decision if this is the right set for you, please give it a like, subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos, and we'll see you in the next one. So for comparison, here is an MVP disc in the Eclipse 2.0 glow. They are considered to have like the best glow around. And for comparison, this is the Divergent disc. They've both been sitting in the sun for the same amount of time. It's not super bright. It does glow. In person, it looks a lot better than this. Just to show, I'm going to turn the exposure up a little bit for you. So it does glow, but it's nothing compared to MVP's plastic.